Hi everyone, this is Evia Turquesa and I am back to share one of the tags that I created for my Share the Love challenge. I already shared one of the cards in my challenge video, and now I'll be sharing one of the tags that I created. And I worked on this tag here, and it's a Prima tag from the ones that came out with the Julie Nutton doll stamps. So the base of it is that Prima tag and a cardstock on the back. Then I added some wood veneers going down this way. Oops. Going down this way. And I painted on them with acrylics. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the little acrylic brush strokes on it? And some of them have a little glitter sprinkles on them, just so that it wouldn't look all clean. It's more of a mixed media look. And then I added that bottle cap that I had altered, and it says Songbird. It has that little pretty image of a bird with some flowers. And then I added a aluminum flower to the top of it. There's bling on the sides, and that bling was sent to me by Elizabeth Bitty Bom Bom in a rack that she sent me a while back. And I finally took it out of the hoarding bolt and used it. Love that bling. So I cut it apart and used it on different areas on the tag. And the two flower clusters that I worked on were this one that has a paper flower in the center with some acrylic paint on it, and then two ribbon roses on the sides. And those are really, really old ribbon roses that I had from it was a stationery show that I went when I was working, making invitations and cards a while back. That was like 5 years ago. So I've had them saved in a little bag, and I took that out and used those. There's a wood veneer there in the center from the Studio Calico sets that Janelle had found for me. So that one is the one that has a vintage camera and it says smile. I went over the word smile with some metallic pens. This little bling here that you see at the bottom of a corner, this one here, and then I have another one down here, in the center of that bling. Those two are from a set of pearls that Olga had sent me in a rack a while back, and I finally also took those out of the hoarding vault and used them. This is a huge trickle flower that came in a set of two, and this is something that Enchanted Steph sent me. Steph sent me those in a rack a while back also. So those came out of the hoarding vault because they're huge. I love them, and I only had those two, and I've been hoarding them. So I took one of those out. I added one little fan that she sent me in the rack that I won recently. And there's a little spray here from Hobby Lobby that Janelle just gifted me. And then there's a little, I don't know if you can see it with the light there, but all those red little flowers are ribbon flowers, and it's just a whole bunch of them tied together, and I placed them on the back of that big flower. And then down here I have a key, and I don't remember where that key came from, like what company, because I took them all out of their packaging, and they're all in a crystal bowl so that I can use them. If I keep things in a package and they look pretty and like nice, I keep like not touching them. So I've started to take things out of their package and put them in like bins and cups and things so that I can just grab them and use them and forget about them looking pretty and just start using my things. And then the last thing here is a button. I don't know if you can see it right here. That was a gold heart button that Jackie had sent in a rack last year or the year before. I think it was the year before, I think. And no, it was last year. Anyways, she sent me a whole baggie of buttons, and what I did was I painted over it with the same acrylic paint that I was using on the rest of the items, and I really like how that looks. So that's a combination of elements that I added onto this tag, and I'll be adding a dedication to the back and some papers, and I'll just finish this back with some other embellishments, and then I'll send that to one of my crafty friends and subby. So that's my share for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you checked out that video on the challenge and you decide to participate. I would love to see a lot of you creating cards or tags and sharing your love with your friends here on YouTube. I thought of maybe giving you some ideas of the things that you could send your friends, and that would fit like into a small flat rate envelope. I mean, if you've seen the flat rate envelopes that Marla sends, she packs them with stuff and it's still the $5 something for that envelope. So it all depends on how you package it and how bulky you make it. But you can make, those of you who crochet, you can make flowers or doilies for your friends. You can make paper flowers if you make those, and you know that people like when you make them and you share them on your videos. We'll make a set and share it with a friend. Or if you do chunky charms or charms that you know that your subbies are liking, think of the things that you share in your videos and your projects that those subbies like and they comment on and they fall in love with, and maybe share some of that with that person. And or maybe it's a little mixed media piece that you make and you know they loved it and they don't work on that, but they would love to have something like that. So those are just ideas of things that maybe you have like a stash of laces that you can share from, like I do. That's one of the things that I get for a good price here, so I'm able to share it. For me, it's hard to shop for other things because things here are expensive and I have to pay for the shipping. So every time I make a rack or I share things with friends, it's way more expensive for me to create those packages. Not that I care, because when I decided to do it, I do it with all my heart, and I don't really give too much thought to that, because if it's something I decided to do within my means at the moment, I do whatever I can. But so if you're in that same situation, whether you're like maybe international and it's hard for you to do that, well, pick something that that you could share with them. Maybe it's images that you have printed out on like canvas or material. Maybe it's altered glycine bags that people can use for racks. You know, just there's tons of little things that we can craft ourselves or find in our stash that we have tons of and we're not really using, that we can share. So those are just some ideas of things that you could think about adding to that little card or tag that you're making, and just sharing that with someone that you know that really likes it or cares for it, and you know you're not wasting what you're sending, because these subbies and these friends are people who appreciate what you do and appreciate who you are and what you're sharing. So it's not going out into a nowhere land where you don't even know if they're going to care about it. It actually is going to someone who's going to appreciate what you have to share and do. So that's less of a sacrifice, if you want to put it that way. Even if it's from your stash, it's things that maybe you're not using and you're not gonna have time to use, and you know that already. Well, pass it forward and give it to someone that you know will really appreciate it, and or will really really use it on their project because they can't get to it or they don't have it, or just those are just thoughts, because maybe you're blocked and you don't know what to do. So that's my thought for today, and I hope it helps in some way, and I hope you don't mind me suggesting, but it's my thought process and I thought it might help. So thank you.